Alright, so what's going on, y'all? You know what it is. We've been doing this for the past 4 months. It's your boy Swagner, back with another NFL predictions. This is going to be for week 15, but of course we always go back and review the previous week. So what went down in week 14, we did a lot better than week 13, which is a pretty crazy week. But week 14, we did a little bit better. We got this game right, Thursday night game. Titans won, of course. The Browns, they pulled off a win against the Panthers. I don't know what's wrong with the Panthers, but yeah, they're in big trouble. Probably not going to make the playoffs, of course. Chiefs won. We got that right. Colts, very impressive performance after losing to the Jaguars. That was very embarrassing, but Colts are still in it. They got a nice win against the Texans, so that's good for them, but we got that wrong. I was so close to picking the Dolphins to winning this game, but I just went with the Patriots instead. And of course, the Dolphins, we know what happened. Miracle in Miami. The new freaking name for that. And if the Dolphins make the playoffs, that play is going to live on throughout history forever. Like, that is absolutely insane. The last time any type of play like that has ever worked was the Saints did it in like 2000, either 2000 or 2002 or something. And then they missed the extra point to lose the game. So that was really dumb. But yeah, Dolphins did that, so that was freaking crazy, but we got that one wrong. Giants won, we got that right. Saints won, we got that right. You know, Saints, they started off a little shaky, of course, but I don't know. Hopefully they got their stuff back together and they're going to win the rest of the games this year. Packers won, we got that right. Jets won at the last minute, which was unfortunate because I picked the Bills to win, so we got that wrong. Chargers won. A little closer game than I expected, but, you know, Chargers took care of business. For some reason, it doesn't make sense. You know, the Broncos, they beat the Steelers. They beat the Chargers. You know, the Broncos, that, you know, we think they're back in the playoff race. And then they lose to a team with only 2 wins. So, you know, we got that incorrect. George Kittle had an incredible game, of course. Cowboys won. We got that right. Incredible game. Went into overtime. Absolutely insane. And I hope you guys thought I was dumb for picking this, but I was absolutely right. So freaking suck it. The Raiders, who had 2 wins, upset the Steelers exactly like I predicted, and they did it in incredible fashion on a 4th down touchdown as time was expiring. But that was a huge prediction, and I'm very proud of it, so I just wanted to brag about that. Lions won, of course. Got that right. Bears won. I predicted that correctly. Thought it was going to be a lot better game, but it was a very good defensive game, so that was crazy. Seahawks won. We predicted that. And Seahawks defense shut down the Vikings somehow. Don't know how, but it's whatever. So we went 11-5 this week, bringing our season total to 136 wins, 81 losses. Not too bad. We finally have 55 more wins and losses, which is my highest deficit of the season so far. So let's move right along to week 15, where we have a whole bunch of good games yet again. Especially this one. This might be the game of the week. Chargers against the Chiefs. Chargers did struggle against the Bengals. Were Chargers at home? Chargers were at home and they struggled. And now they're going to have to go to Arrowhead, one of the most hostile crowds. And Chiefs play incredibly well in primetime. Andy Reid, he's a great coach, obviously, in big games. I expect nothing less than a win from the freaking Chiefs. That's my pick. Now moving on to Sunday, we have Saturday. Okay, we got 2 Saturday games. This is going to be really interesting. Texans at the Jets. There's no excuse for the Texans to lose this game. They need to bounce back, and it's going to be a huge win for them, and I think they're going to get it. Saturday afternoon. That's pretty weird. Browns and Broncos on a Saturday night. Another little weird, Saturday. This is actually going to be an incredible game. We have Bradley Chubb going against Nick Chubb. We'll see if Bradley Chubb can tackle Nick Chubb. That'll be pretty funny. But who's going to win? They are in Denver. Broncos got an embarrassing loss to the 49ers. Browns are on a hot streak. But I feel like this is technically a primetime game. And I feel like the Broncos defense is really going to step up. Von Miller is going to show out at home. And I think the Broncos are going to get the win. Next up, now we're on Sunday. Cardinals against the Falcons. I think the Falcons are going to somehow get a win, even though they're absolutely terrible this year. Raiders against the Bengals. This game doesn't really matter at all. But who's going to win? I'll just pick the Raiders to win. I feel like the Bengals, without Andy Dalton, they're not going to score as much points. And I feel like the Raiders have been doing a pretty good job as of late. Dolphins. Excuse me. Jesus. Dolphins at the Vikings. Now, the Dolphins came off a huge win. Vikings came off a terrible loss. So, logic says that the Dolphins will continue their hot streak. But in reality, and I really want the Dolphins to win, but for the sake of my picks, I'm picking the Vikings to win at home. All right, next up is the Cowboys against the Colts. Oh, man. This is going to be a really good game. The Colts, they actually struggled against the Jaguars 2 weeks ago. And I made this comparison how the Jaguars and the Cowboys defense are very similar. And the Titans, they were the only team to be successful against the Jaguars and the Cowboys defenses, which are very similar. And the Colts struggled against the Jaguars defense. Therefore, I'll say the Colts will struggle against the Cowboys defense. And I think we're going to see a similar performance when the Colts face the Jaguars. A low-scoring game. Cowboys are going to win. Next up, Bengals against the Ravens. Why did I say Bengals? I literally looked at it. Buccaneers, and I said Bengals. What the heck? Okay, Buccaneers against Ravens. And the Ravens are going to win. Lamar Jackson, he's playing pretty well. Defense is still playing average. Ravens shall win. Lions at Bills. It's going to be a pretty good game, and I think the Bills are going to get the win at home. Packers at Bears. It's always a really good game between these two teams. Always really competitive, and like I said last week, very hostile crowd in Chicago. I think the Bears are going to win back-to-back home games. It's going to be huge, and I think they've already clinched the division. I'm not too sure. They've already clinched a playoff spot, I believe. But yeah, so the Bears, they're going to freaking win, and Aaron Rodgers is going to be sad. Okay, next up, Redskins against the Jaguars. Two very bad teams, and I think the Jaguars are actually going to get the win, though. Titans against the Giants. This is going to be a really good game. Titans, they had a little bit of longer break, and this is crazy. Look, Titans faced the Jaguars last week on Thursday Night Football. Redskins faced the Giants. Now the opposite teams face each other. That's freaking crazy. Okay, so Titans against the Giants. We know the Giants' offense is good. I think the Titans' defense is a little bit better than the Redskins. Titans desperately need to win this game, and I don't know how they're going to do it, but I think they can do it. I think the Titans are somehow going to win, even though the Giants' offense is very high-powered. Titans will somehow get the job done. Seahawks at 49ers. Not really much to say here. I think the Seahawks are going to keep George Kittle in check, and they are going to beat the 49ers. Patriots at Steelers. Whew, surprised this wasn't a... Oh my god, the Rams play another Sunday night? Jesus. I just noticed that because I was about to say Patriots and Steelers. That seems like a classic, Sunday night game. This is crazy, man. Rams, Eagles? Holy crap. Oh my god, these last three games. Okay, I need to just calm down. It's always the last three games that are crazy. All right, Patriots at Steelers. Huge rivalry. I don't know why I'm yawning. Huge rivalry. Steelers don't typically lose at home. Patriots coming off a loss on the road, so then they have to go on the road again. Not too far from home. But as we know, Steelers fans are enormous in number. This is going to be absolutely crazy. I hate choosing the Steelers to lose at home, but I think it's going to happen. Patriots are going to beat the Steelers because they win games that count, and this game for sure counts. All right, Sunday Night Football, buddy. Eagles at the Rams. Both of these teams need to bounce back after a loss. Who's going to respond? more. The Eagles season is essentially done, but they're going to try to spoil the Rams' hopes to being the number one, because they are right now tied, but Saints hold the tiebreaker because they beat the freaking Rams. So I say the Rams are going to win this game, and then on Monday night, the Saints are going to beat the Panthers. Saints will remain number one seed. It's going to be freaking awesome. So those are my picks for Week 15. I hope you guys are enjoying this year. I cannot wait till the playoffs start. My picks for the past 3 years have been nearly spot on in the playoffs. I have it. Obviously, I wasn't making videos for those, but I have it in my notes. I've only had like three incorrect playoff picks the past 3 years. 2 of them were last year. I think 2015 I was 100% correct on every single game, and then 2016 I missed like one. Last year I got the Saints when they lost to the Vikings. I got that incorrect, and then I predicted the Patriots to win the Super Bowl, but of course they didn't. So that's that. So can't wait till we get to the playoffs. My predictions, they're going to be spot on. And that's going to be it. Just a little heads up there. And let's take a little sneak peek. Week 16, we got Redskins, Titans on Thursday night. Okay. And what do we got on Sunday night? Oh, man. Chiefs, Seahawks, Steelers, Saints. I was actually planning on going to this game, but turns out I might not be able to. So, a little sad, but that's going to be an incredible game. We got some good games going on. Okay, that's going to be it for today's video. Freaking deuces.